Kamloops Radio RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta.
Golf Zulu Victor Delta, Kamloops Radio, good morning.
Good morning, Zulu Victor Delta is taxiing to gate 23 for a run-up, then VFR flight plan to the south.
Zulu Victor Delta, runway 27, wind 270 at 6, altimeter 3017. Squawk 5357.
5357, runway 27, I'll call you when run-up is done.
Roger, runway 27.
Alrighty, good Monday morning to everybody. It is a beautiful day in Kamloops. We have a ridge of high pressure in place for, well, basically for a day, maybe day and a half. And it's basically cloudless out there. No reductions to visibility. The winds are light. There is no fog this morning, which was forecast. And I am off to Chilliwack. Been wanting to get away from the central interior for a little while. So I'm going to just go down to Chilliwack, swap out my camera batteries, turn around and come back, have lunch, and then go to work. So ForeFlight is telling me that it's 114 miles. I'm following the Coquihalla Highway. So Highway 5 down through Merritt, Hope, and then into Chilliwack. Hopefully it's not too much of a zoo down there today. It's a nice day down there too, so it's a busy touch and go airport for Lower Mainland students, but hopefully it's not too bad. And yeah, so I'll edit out some of the long stuff and put in some of the highlights, and hopefully it's a nice day. Looks like the air should be smooth. Like I said, the winds are reasonably light.
Kamloops Radio, Encore 3111, just coming up 5 mile final for 27, we'll call you clear.
Should be a nice day.
Encore 3111, roger.
Kamloops Radio, Zulu Victor Delta run-up complete. Check the dash 8 just exiting and just taking position and holding.
Zulu Victor Delta, roger. Caution, possible turbulence from the landing Q400.
Zulu Victor Delta.
Alright, entering the runway. Fuel pump on, landing lights, strobe lights on. Mixture to full rich.
Kamloops Radio, Encore 3111, down clear. Alpha will taxi Alpha main terminal. We'll talk to you shortly.
Encore 3111, roger.
Time up will be 10 past. Okay, off we go.
Kamloops Radio, Golf Victor X-ray run-up complete.
Golf Victor X-ray, roger. Line up at a part of your discretion. Caution, possible turbulence. Q400 landed 2.5 minutes ago.
Note the turbulence, thank you. We're headed west, northwest.
Roger.
Kamloops Radio, Zulu Victor Delta is through 3,200, making a left turn following the Coquihalla.
Zulu Victor Delta, roger.
Kamloops Radio, Robinson Helicopter 44 Golf Whiskey Kilo Tango, good morning.
Golf Whiskey Kilo Tango, Kamloops Radio, good morning.
We're showing about 11 to the east, 4,000 feet, landing Knutsburg.
Whiskey Tango, Roger, Kamloops 125.016, altimeter 3016.
Check that with Kilo Tango.
Well, so far so good. The air is nice and smooth. Plane is performing the way it's supposed to. I'm just following Highway 5 to Coquihalla, down through Merritt, Hope, then on to Chilliwack. Going to climb to 8,500.
1267 traffic south of Kamloops, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta, just off Kamloops a few minutes ago. Climbing through 8,000 for 8,500, following the Coquihalla, southbound towards Hope. Golf Zulu Victor Delta.
Traffic, Cessna 172 Golf. Hotel Charlie Charlie is at 7,500, 2 miles northwest of Sunshine Valley. We're traveling over the Highway 3 to Princeton, 7,500, Hotel Charlie Charlie.
So the wind today at altitude, around 9,000 feet, is forecast to be about 45 knots from the northwest. I don't think I'm getting quite that. I'm at 8,500 feet. Indicating 143 knots, truing at 156 and grounding 162. And that's at just under 2,400 RPM and 8 gallons per hour. I do feel, not often I can feel being pushed because of a crosswind, but I was just on a bit of a straightaway there a minute ago, and I could see I was being pushed from right to left. Oh, just coming up on Merritt.
En route traffic, Golf Delta Zulu Quebec at 4,500, westbound just over Monty Creek, headed into Kamloops. We're descending down to 2,200 here shortly, Delta Zulu Quebec.
So just coming up on Merritt, coming up under the nose there right now. Then continuing on, of course, following the highway. 8,500 feet, 2,370 RPM, 7.9 gallons per hour, and grounding 163 knots. Showing 80 miles to go. Well, 80 miles in a straight line, probably more like 83 or 84 miles. And just under half an hour.
Okanagan traffic. Paper Golf Sierra Romeo Yankee at 5,500. Just over Jelco. Heading northeast to Beachland. Any conflicting Sierra Romeo Yankee.
Got the Merritt airstrip underneath my nose there, so I'm going to change fuel tanks. So the fuel pump on. Fuel to the right tank. Nothing bad happens. Fuel pump off. And do a carpet check.
One 267 traffic over Merritt, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta. Is overhead Merritt at 8,500 feet, following the Coquihalla down towards Hope. Golf Zulu Victor Delta.
Zulu Victor Delta, Zulu Victor Delta is Papa Lima Tango.
Go ahead for Zulu Victor Delta.
Sir, we're headed for the Coquihalla ourselves, just west of Grand Forks this time. How is the weather and ride conditions looking, and what is your altitude, sir?
I am right now at 8,500 feet. It's mostly smooth. I've had an occasional bump, but it's mostly smooth. It's clearing a million.
Put me a Tango check, sir. Thank you, and we'll monitor this frequency if there's any changes. If you could transmit them, please.
Absolutely.
Papa Lima Tango out. Thank you.
Sorry, you're coming from Princeton towards Hope?
Negative, sir. Papa Lima Tango is just west of Grand Forks this time, and we'll be headed for the Coquihalla shortly.
Okay, understood that.
Thank you.
Okanagan traffic. Sierra Romeo Yankee. Piper Arrow Golf Sierra Romeo Yankee 5500. Just heading east to Petrie.
Alright, so humming along. Still at 8,500 feet. About 25 miles to go to Hope. And 46 miles to go to Chilliwack. And still at 8,500 feet. And just under 2,400 RPM, 8 gallons per hour as normal. And now grounding 153 knots. Terrain down here is starting to get a little more serious. I do prefer the Coquihalla route over the Fraser Canyon, but there's about 10 miles here where you really don't want anything bad to happen. It's a divided highway, 2, sometimes 3 lanes each direction. But the area that I'm approaching here now, it's getting fairly steep canyon, and the road is a little more twisted. And then it opens up dead ahead. So pretty soon, in about 10 miles or so, I'm going to call Vancouver Center and request permission to enter the Class C airspace around, or just to the west of Hope as I descend into Chilliwack. I could descend any time and avoid the Class C, but I'm a firm believer in letting ATS know that that you're out and about. But in the meantime, I'm going to call and give a position report.
Pacific Radio, it's RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta 12585 Hope.
Golf Zulu Victor Delta, Pacific Radio.
Zulu Victor Delta is on a VFR flight plan, Kamloops to Chilliwack and back. I'm about 10 miles to the east of Hope, or sorry, northeast of Hope rather, at 8,500 feet. And no change to any ETA.
Zulu Victor Delta, roger that. Do you need the altimeter for Hope and possibly Abbotsford?
Yes, please.
Both of these altimeters on the last hour, Hope 3025 and Abbotsford 3026.
825 and 26, thanks Tim. One, 267 traffic, vicinity of Hope, RV6 Golf, Zulu Victor Delta. Is at 8,500 feet, just approaching Hope from the northeast. Proceeding on to Chilliwack. Golf Zulu Victor Delta.
Seven traffic, Cessna 172, Golf Hotel Charlie, Charlie to 7,500, 3 miles south of town of Princeton. Northeastbound 7,500 for Peachland, and then on to Vernon, 7,500, Hotel Charlie, Charlie.
Your star speed restriction again. Speed restricted, unrestricted.
Vancouver Center, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta, VFR vicinity of Hope.
Well, center is not hearing me.
Vancouver Center, good morning, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta.
RV6 Charlie Golf Zulu Victor Delta, Vancouver Center, squawking in. Victor Delta, 1 vehicle target at 12 o'clock. 5 miles, 4,500, unverified, type is unknown.
Hey, Zulu Victor Delta, I'll be watching for traffic and VFR flight plan to Chilliwack, and just looking to enter the Class C.
Zulu Victor Delta, that's approved.
Zulu Victor Delta, thanks. One, 267 traffic, vicinity of Hope, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta is overhead the town of Hope at 7,700 and a slow descent for Chilliwack. Golf Zulu Victor Delta.
Action. Delta.
Sioux traffic, this is Cessna 172 Golf Whiskey leaving Yankee just over Machosen, headed towards Sioux. We're going to be climbing to 3,000 feet.
Alright, so let's have a look at Chilliwack. Pretty much at sea level, 32 feet. So the pattern altitude is 1,032. Right-hand circuits for runway 07.
Hope area traffic, Cessna 152 Golf Mike Charlie X-ray is just about 5 miles south of Hope at 3,500 feet en route for Boston Bar.
And 26-7 traffic in the vicinity of Hope. RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta is just to the west of Hope and descending at a slow descent through 7,200 for Chilliwack.
Vancouver Center, good morning. It's Southco 551, 10,700, climbing 16,000, heading 350.
Alaska 551, Vancouver Center, good morning, climb flight level 200.
Calling flight level 200, Southco 551.
Chilliwack traffic, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta, inbound from the east, estimating overhead in about 5 minutes. Be crossing over from south to north for wind check. Golf Zulu Victor Delta.
Zulu Victor Delta, Vancouver.
Vancouver Zulu Victor Delta, go ahead.
Zulu Victor Delta, descending into Chilliwack there. I'm going to lose you on frequency here, so I'm going to have to terminate the surveillance service at this time. No observed traffic in your vicinity. A couple of VFR targets around Chilliwack, around 3,000. That's all unverified, and types are unknown, and cleared en route.
Zulu Victor Delta, thanks for the help. Talk to you on the way out.
Sounds good.
Vancouver Center, good morning. 720.
Chilliwack traffic, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta is 6.5 miles now to the east. Descending for the circuit, crossing overhead the field from south to north for wind check. Overhead in about 3 minutes. Golf Zulu Victor Delta.
Chilliwack traffic, Mooney Golf, Mike Whiskey X-ray. Over the Fraser River at the outlet to the Harrison River, and we're westbound.
Chilliwack traffic, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta is just south of the field and crossing overhead from south to north for wind check 1,600. Golf Zulu Victor Delta. Chilliwack traffic, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta is overhead the field at 1,600 and setting up for runway 25.
Chilliwack traffic, airport truck Kilo 90 is clear of the runway at taxiway Bravo.
Okay. Fuel pump on. All the lights are on. One last carpet check.
Chilliwack traffic, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta, right base, runway 25, full stop.
First notch flaps. And the white arc, full flaps.
Chilliwack, aerodrome traffic, Alpha Echo Kilo is around 4 miles to the west of the aerodrome, and I'll be overflying midfield 1,500 to see the active Alpha Echo Kilo.
Chilliwack traffic, RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta, now turning final runway 25.
Chilliwack traffic, this is Dominic John, Golf Golf General Cruise, 2,500 feet, 2 miles north of Sumas, inbound for touch and go.
Chilliwack traffic, Cessna 150, Echo Alpha Kilo, just south of Chilliwack Mountain at 1,400 feet, heading towards Chilliwack. We'll cross midfield at 1,000 feet to join active downwind.
I'm southbound along the river, Hailers River at 1,700 feet, about 10 miles north of Harrisonville.
Chilliwack traffic, this is Golf Sierra Delta Zulu, Cessna 172, currently 1 nautical mile north of Yarrow, descending down through 4,500 inbound for a touch and go Chilliwack traffic.
Chilliwack traffic RV6 Golf Zulu Victor Delta is clear of the active runway at Charlie, taxiing for the apron.